Hey guys, guess what time it is? My box got full, so my box is now empty. For those of you who were wondering what I do with all the notes that I pull, every single week when you see me go through that stack of notes, anything that I pull and show goes in this box. When this box gets full, then it's time for another episode of After the Hunt. I will go through all the notes that's in here one more time, determine what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to get rid of, and if I found anything really cool throughout those searches. Now, this box holds roughly 600 notes, and I find roughly 30 notes out of every 1,000 searched. So, with 600 notes in here, basically this is the result of about 20,000 notes being searched. So, I already took them out. I already did all the sorting. It's time to go through and see what we've got. We're going to start off with this big old stack. This big old stack here is my old notes. These are notes that were from 1963 all the way up to 2003. That covers 20 years old and older. And of these notes, let's see here. I did put them in a stack. These are the ones that I'm keeping. I'm not going to go through all these, but I will give you the rundown. There were 2 notes from the 60s, 5 from the 70s, 26 from the 80s, 97 from the 90s, and 145 from the 2000s. And these are all of those notes. I'm going to keep these because these are in better shape, or they're real old. And all of these are the notes that are going away. These all have writing or tape or just in really rough shape. Most of these are the 2003 A's because I find a lot of those that in the 2003s. There aren't a whole lot of the other ones, the lesser ones. Here, 88 A is as old as it goes, and this one's got a hole in it. So yeah, these I'm going to use as the fillers for my next search, because when I search straps, I will take a strap, I will go through the whole strap, and however many notes I take out of that strap, I replace with my own notes, and that way I don't have to keep counting 100 notes for every strap. So for every note I pull from a strap, I'll put in one of these. That's how I get these back into circulation. And who knows? I mean, I've got enough of these. I might just make a strap of these. I doubt anybody would want these, but, you know, because there's no value here. But, I understand if people are looking for certain things. So maybe I'll hold on to them for a week or two before I start getting rid of them. Anyway, that brings the total of old notes. The grand total on all the old notes was 275. So keepers and returns. And I actually have 2 notes that I didn't have any hole fillers in my big book, but these were upgrades. And when you consider how rough this one is, that's pretty impressive for an upgrade. This 93 is in better shape. But yeah, these are the 2 upgraders for my big book, so I'll be putting those in and taking out the others. So we will set that there. All right, what do I have next? Let's see. I'm just going to pull this whole thing out here. Here are the rest of the notes that were in there, and I flip-flopped them in every different direction so that we can see. All right, this group here, these are all alternators. I don't pull all the alternators I see. Most of the time I don't really look for them, but if I spot one, I pull it. So I've probably skipped over a lot of them. They're not very easy to spot, but I do pull them when I see them, not because they're worth anything, but because, once again, if I have a stack of these, who knows? Maybe I'll find a pair, and that's kind of cool whenever you can find paired serial numbers. So for alternators, it looks like I got 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no big surprise there. All of those were showed before. The next group is, I had 11 Where's George notes. So these will all get logged, and I will then put these 1 note per strap into the stuff that I already have. Yeah, there it is right there. And I will return them that way to get them back into circulation. Either that, or I will spend them myself in places that I know that they're going to continue to circulate. If you send Where's George notes back to the bank, chances are they're never going to show up again, because the bank is probably going to send the straps back to the Fed, because if you dropped off one strap, you probably dropped off a bunch. And that means that they will just get shipped back to the Fed. The Fed will put them through their counters and sorters and pull out anything that's got marks on it. So those Where's George notes would be gone. So yeah, you generally want to spend your Where's George notes. All right, then I've got my art notes. I always find these neat. Someone drew a skull on Washington. Trump is a chump. Another weird stamp on there. I'm probably not going to keep these. I might keep the art note, but the stamps, probably not. The wine, the martini glass there. I grew hemp. And work union earn more money. So those were the stamps that I had found. Like I said, no value there. I think they're neat. They're probably going to go back though, because I'll keep the art ones. That's just kind of cool. All right, next group. These are all birthday notes. 1977, the 26th of December. I had a total of 10 birthday notes. I mean, if you've watched all my stuff, you've seen which ones they are. You can see all the dates here. And I hold on to them. Eventually, somebody will have their birthday that matches one of these notes. And if they want to buy it, they're more than welcome to send me an offer for them. I'm always looking for my own, so I know how important that is to me. I can only imagine how cool it would be if you had one of your birthday notes in there. Then I've got inked notes. These notes here all have some type of inking on them. Like here, the 6 is all screwed up. So what? What do we got here? This one's got a little bit of extra inking across the top. I noticed that. I don't consider that a major error by any stretch of the imagination, but it's there. I saw it. I pulled it. Here's another one that's a stripper note. Yep, that's certainly a stripper note, and it's all taped together. So that's probably garbage. That's probably going away. 1981, look at the edge here. It looks like that would be some type of error, but it's not, because if you look, it's actually transparent. You can see the paper right through that, and it does have kind of a stickiness to it where this stuff doesn't. So it's not an error. That's going back. Giant green on this note, and of course that is not an error, but people will say it is, so that one's going to go away. Actually, that's going to go in my pile of no, it's not an error. This note, the light isn't helping this note at all. Let's see if I've got this one here looks pretty good. There we go. This note in the back is like almost completely gray compared to what a note's supposed to look like. When you look at it this way, it doesn't seem very apparent, but the entire note is very dark gray. Once again, not an error, because it's the same way on the back. I find it fascinating. I'm going to keep it so I can use it to show some of the scammers what you can find in circulation. And then there's this one here, also not an error, just an example of when random ink gets spilt on a note. And if you look, you can see real close the fine lines here. That looks like that was in somebody's jeans pocket and something got spilt on it. It's not an error because this is actually a bluish black versus the actual black ink. The fact that you can see through it, it doesn't hide any of the picture, we know that's not an error. So once again, I will go through those and determine which ones I want to keep to use to show scammers that they aren't worth anything. What else do I have here? I have, let's find the next break, because I sorted them and flipped them, so it's fairly easy to do. There we go. Where does that end? I think that's all of them. There, that's all of them. All right, these are my trinaries. Look at all them trinaries. For trinaries, I found they are nope, these are quads. Quad zeros. These are all my quads. I found way more quads than what this is showing. Oh, because these are quads and trinaries. That's why. Okay. Let's try this. There we go. I jumped the gun on these. Here we go. Sorry, giant stack of stuff. What are you going to do? Okay, these are all quads. Quad zeros, ones, twos. I found a total of 63 quads. Every one of these are quads. Some of you like to see what I do with my quads. I have a big old box. Let's see if I can show these here. This whole box is full of quads, all in order. And what I do is I will go through my quads and see if I can pair any notes. Just looking to see what these were here. Oh, these aren't 4 of a kind. These are 5 of a kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros, 5 twos, 5 threes, 5 fours, 5 fours again, and 5 sixes. I have a total of 7 of these that I found. So with the 63, that's 70 quads or 5 in a row. And like I said, I put these in order. I go through my box and I look to see if I can find matched pairs. These by themselves aren't worth anything, but I think it's cool whenever I happen to come across an actual pair. What's next? Next, let's see if I can find these. Here we go. These are my trinaries, like zeros, twos, and eights. And here I have a total of 92 trinaries that I found. So no, they aren't rare. They are not rare at all. If anybody wants to tell you they're rare, in 20,000 straps, here's 90 of them. That's not rare. Things that are rare would be, let's start simple. A radar. How many radars did I find in all these? You don't see me pulling out a stack of radars, and radars are only worth 20 bucks. So what are you trying to say that these 90 bills are worth? Nothing. There's just no value. They're way too common. But once again, using what I referred to in the past as the birthday paradox, the birthday paradox talks about how many people do you need to have in a room so that there is a 50% chance that 2 people have the exact same birthday. And considering there are 365 different birthdays, you would think that would be a large number. But the fact of the matter is that when you have only 30 people in the room, you have a 50% chance of 2 people having the exact same birthday. Not the year, just day and month. So the power of that paradox is what I use to try to match trinaries and match quads as far as serial numbers go. Rather than saving every single dollar bill I've ever seen hoping to find identical numbers, I save quads and I save trinaries trying to do that match. And it sounds impossible, doesn't it? As impossible as it sounds, I did it. 68383388. 68383388. Now, yeah, the letters don't match, but the serial numbers do. So I found a pair of trinaries. I had pairs of quads floating around all over. I was looking through my stuff and I had like 6 pairs of quads. And I couldn't find any trinaries that weren't quads. Well, here is a trinary without quads. So yeah, that was a recent find. That was out of this. Like I said, I go through my box and I keep them all in order. In fact, this was my box of quads. And then this here is my box of trinaries. And it has just as many, if not more. Yeah, there's a lot of them. These boxes are a little longer than my old shoe boxes, so I can fit more in there. And I believe Alex was the one that sent these to me. So Alex, thank you once again. I am using these. And yeah, that was cool. But what was really cool is I found another pair. This time I found 2 pairs. 17337713. And once again, the letters don't match. But there they are. 4 notes with matching serial numbers. That is the whole reason to do it. Just to find matching serial numbers in circulation. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound impossible until you run the numbers. There's 96 million different serial numbers. So this is 1 in 96 million to match. And I did it twice. So that's pretty cool. I'm always impressed when I can do that. What can you say? Simple minds, right? All right, and what else do we got here? Oh, the part that most of you guys were probably waiting for. There are 160 notes right here, and they are all stars. Yeah, let me just flip through. They are all stars. I went through them. I did not have any filled stars, so that's not going to happen. Let me double check what I've got here. I set some of these aside on the bottom. Yeah, I'll go through these real quick. There we go. These are my 2013, right there, 2013 B star notes that are in the duplicate range. The low end is 250,000 and lower, so this is 104,000, so that is certainly in the low range. And then the rest of these are the higher range. The higher range notes, you're talking 3.2 million all the way up to 9.6 million, which means 032 to 096. That's the high range. And yeah, I've sold these for 20 bucks a piece because the BEP accidentally told both Washington and Fort Worth to print the same notes, so they are duplicated. If you find serial numbers that match perfectly, one from Fort Worth, one from Washington, they started off being worth about 150,000 a piece. That price has plummeted with the number of pairs that have been found. The last pair that I saw sold for, I think, $589 for a pair, $589. That's it. But yet people will still pay 20 bucks a piece for these. I would love to believe that the people paying $20 a piece for these are buying them because they have the match, so they're actually putting match pairs together for 20 bucks. I don't know if that's the case or not. I just hope that's the case because it's really difficult to determine whether or not there's the actual values there, with the prices varying from $500 to $150,000. All right, as for the rest of these notes, I did not check them. But what I can tell you is I did put them in order by year and by Federal Reserve and numerically, because the part a lot of you guys love to see me do is the actual the actual check on mycurrencycollection.com. So give me one moment and I will put all this stuff away for the time being. Let's see, that can go there, that can go there. Just want to clear off the table without screwing these up too bad. Those have to go there. We're going to put those together because those have to go over here. All right. I'm going to bring this out, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through these and see if I have any rares. Now, a lot of you wonder why I don't check to see if there are rares when I find them. And the number one reason for that is it takes too much time. It is very time consuming to do that, typing in the numbers all the time or looking them all up like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just slightly adjust this. And okay, so I am at mycurrencycollection.com. And when you are here, I know it's crooked, I haven't a chance to square it up. This is the homepage for mycurrencycollection.com. You're going to go to Star Note Lookup, look up Star Notes. Now, you can type in the denomination, the year, and the entire serial number and look it up and get the specifics on that note. I have 162 of those. If it takes me 30 seconds to type that up, that means it's going to take me 81 minutes or an hour and 11 minutes to type all this stuff. And I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I am just not. I have no interest in spending an hour and 11 minutes typing in all of these serial numbers. So what I do is I go to Star Notes, Star Note Lookup, is my Star Note Rare, and then right here, production tables. And if I click on production tables, I'll get an ad, and I will close the ad. And here we go, Star Note production tables. I'm going to go for all $1 notes. And so I just click on this one, and here are all of them. Not only do you have all of them, they're also color coded, which means we can figure this stuff out real quick. All right, so put on your timer. Let's see how long this actually takes us. We are looking for A's. Don't have any A's in 2021. B1, let's see, that would be 000 to 005, and that's too big. Then we have 064 to 069, and that's 04, so that's not going to work. Then we're looking for D. That would be 032 to 037. Nope, nothing there. The next note I have is G, and we can see G here would be 032 all the way up to 070. So 032 to 07. Nope, not there. All right, then I can go to the next year, 2017A. So here's 2017A. The first note that we come across is a B note, so we can skip all the A's. Here's the B. We're looking for 032 to 038. 032. 034, 035, 35, 035. Is this right? Yeah, these are all out of sheets that are 640,000. All of those. 037, 03, no, it's 035, 035, 035, 035. Yeah, 035 would be there. Those are all out of 640,000. Wow. Then, let's see. That covers the rest of the B's. Now we don't have anything until we get to D. I don't have any D's. E looks like 034 and under. 033, 033. Those are both out of 250,000. So 2 of those at 250,000. The next group is F. We're looking for 032 to 038. Nope. And then there's 16 to 1625. 16. So that one is a rare. Right here, another one out of 250,000. All right. G, 064. (064) to 069. This is 1 in 500,000. These are both 1 in 500,000. So that's good. Now we're at 2017. 2017A, 064. We're looking for 064. A, nope, nothing there. Then we can go all the way to F. So let's get rid of everything that's before. There we go. F, under 250,000. Nope. And then we can go to H. So let's find H. See all these that I'm passing that I don't even have to look at? That's why I do it this way. For H, we're looking at 032 to 037. Nope. J, 032 to 034. Nope. And K, 032 to 034. Nope. L, get to L. And we're talking 032 to 037. Nope. Now we're at series 2013. Looking for Bs in 2013, even though we already discussed those. Let's see, this one is 005, so yeah, that's not part of the duplicate range. So I'm going to go through, I already pulled those already so I can show you. So we'll get those out of the way. The next thing I have is D, and we're looking for 032. Nope. Let's see, I don't have any E's. We're going to F, 064 to 097. Nope. H, I don't have H. The next one is J. Don't have any J's. There is a K. Under 500,000, so 005, don't have any of those. Wow, you have to jump through all of these. L, 0008. Nope. That takes care of all the L's. All right, just make sure. Yep. That's it. And then we got my 2009s. This one is a 2009D. Not rare. 2009F. Needs to be... No, no Fs. G. G is rare. Believe it or not, it's one of 640,000. Then I have a 2006. And it is not in the range. And the last one I have is 2003A. 2003A, it is a B note. Is it under 035? Nope. Is it? Nope, it's in the main, it's 07. So that one's not rare. That's all my stars. I just did 162 stars in less than 10 minutes. I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that were 640,000 or less. And what did I have? 1, 2, 3 that were only out of 250,000. So that's what I found this time. So clearly the finds were matching the 2 pairs of trinaries. That was the highlight. Now I can start redoing my whole box. I didn't pull out the stuff that I put into cases because there'll be a whole video coming up on that very shortly. All right, guys, that's how I do it. Now I'm going to put all the ones I'm keeping into my boxes in order. I'm going to cull anything that's got writing or tears, put those back in circulation, and get started on filling the box again. All right, guys, I know this is a longer video, but these take a little bit of time. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your hunts, and I'll talk to you later.